Well, alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 2. And as you'll see, I've expanded some chickens. Nothing crazy. We got up to a diamond chicken now. I do have an emerald chicken I'm working on 10-10-10ing. A rubber chicken, they were just from some basic breedings of the chickens that I had. This guy actually was one of the hardest guys for me to get, was this black chicken. And it was because I kept using squid bait in my little area downstairs and it wouldn't spawn. And I would come back down and the stuff would just be gone. The bait would just be gone. So I didn't know what was going on. So I expanded this pool out a little bit and kept having the same problem. I ended up digging back here and just standing. And I watched it like a little cloud action happen. And every time that would happen after about 5 or 10 minutes or so, there was a squid. So I just did that enough times to get enough squid to make one black egg. I hatched him in the nest, and then I just bred him with some other random chicken. And luckily it was the first time that the chicken that came out was another black chicken, so I had 2 of them to start putting together. And since they're lower tier, they were pretty fast to do. The reason I wanted to do the black ink so bad was because to make some, do I have it on me? Yeah, some dark glass here. Dark glass is made with black dye of some type and some thickened glass. And I wanted to get something dark for a mob room. I will show you. So this was, I'll show you this. In some people's comments, I saw the suggestion of an automated way to breed was to put a bunch of roosts next to each other and just have transfer nodes between them and put like 4 to 6 seeds in there in case you get like double up on the same type of chicken. So I started some of my chickens here and just let it go while I was doing other things. And for the most part, it works. This one's actually my Ender Pearl chicken. I started him down here, and he's actually kind of rolling through and doing pretty well. I have to babysit a little bit. Sometimes I'll see 2 of them like breeding at once, or I'll see that both of them say that they're out of seeds or whatever, and I'll have to come fix it. But for the most part, he's just kind of rolling down the line and getting his stats built up, which is nice. As you can see, I have some full storage. Almost full storage. And the reason why is I made some modifications over here. So I changed my fluid setup. Oh, by the way, I made some super heating elements now that we have access to steel and iron and stuff. These are copper. I had some copper as well. I had a steel casing with some copper, some osmium ingots that I had already gotten from. Luckily, I had enough osmium ingots to make the 8 of these that I have. Actually, I made 9. I thought I was going to do the setup a little bit different, so I just needed a total of 9 osmium ingots to make these superheating elements, which are 60 times faster for the crucible, so better than that uranium. And I wanted to make, I got a cobble gen in the middle that's just dumping out with these transfer nodes into all the surrounding crucibles, and the crucibles are sending all the lava over here to this gargantuan drum, which I then have going up to an ender tank. And ender tanks are not actually hard to make in this pack. I don't think they're hard to make in any pack, but ender tank, there it is. So they're just some blaze rods, which I have now because I have those blaze rod chickens. So obsidian, which I have, and ender pearl, which I had plenty of because I didn't have to use them all in the Flux network, and a cauldron. So I actually have some extra ender tanks as well, but I labeled this one white, white, red. So it's going to be my lava ender tank. I was kind of surprised. There was no way I couldn't get this thing even by switching this to auto pull from this gargantuan drum. I had to use a transfer node, but it seems to be picking up fine. But I did that to basically have, this is lava production. Anywhere else I need to use said lava, I can use said lava over here by putting another tank down and doing something with it. And right now, all I'm doing is using it on that same old magmatic generator that we had and putting that power into the network. I've been online doing a lot of random things, and I'll show you the rest of them soon, which is why this thing is almost full. It's because I've been sitting here around doing stuff. We'll show you this. I put some stuff in a garden cloche. Basically, I wanted to get I think my flux point on here was actually using way more power than I really wanted it to. Granted, it worked. This thing worked very well. I'm almost out of wheat now because I made a bunch more roosts, but I'm full on seeds. This thing's kind of cruising through, and it's funny because this one's full on wheat. There we go. This one's full on wheat, whereas the other one is full on seeds. So this one's actually stopped working because of that. So now I'm going to have it running again, which is nice. But the cloche is keeping up pretty well. It's not as fast as this thing was because of the big area. But if I had multiple cloches, that would work. And as you can see, there's a point there. But that's just putting power into my network. It only runs at 40 RF per tick, though. And what I've decided is, I know a lot of people doing this series are using magmatic dynamos, because I think they're upgradable with certain augments and things like that, which is a cool concept. I don't know enough about them to do that. However, the magmatic generator can be used to make a heated redstone generator. So I was looking at it, and I don't know too much about it, but I looked at it online, and then I threw it in a test world just to see how it worked. And basically, it takes lava, just like that guy does, but it also needs to be fed redstone. Not that much redstone, actually, but what it does output is 160 RF per tick, versus this that does 40. I'm going to do a setup where I'm going to have the lava tank on top of it, and then some redstone chickens. I'm going to get 16 more redstone chickens, put another roost, and just put it over there and have it run its little day. I'm going to get like a line of those guys, each doing 160 RF per tick. And then we should honestly have like a ridiculous amount of storage going on. Oh, I need to get rid of some of these chickens in my inventory. I don't need you and you. That was when I was moving some of them around. So that's the main stuff that I've done. I did make, it's in one of these. Here, I did make the mob masher. I made 10 masher upgrades for sharpness, looting, and beheading. I'm going to go set up a mob spawning room with this stuff. Honestly, this stuff is not hard to make. It's literally just a bunch of, this was just using gold and iron to make a bunch of helmets. One of them was making gold and iron to make a bunch of, oops, what is this? Oh, this is a lapis, but I have a lapis chicken, so that wasn't a big deal to make. This one was iron, a bunch of iron swords, so just more iron and wood. And just to make this itself was a bunch of just iron. So it's iron, 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 lots of iron. I will show you where this stuff is going to go. We'll run down here because I got a couple other things I want to see. Oh, I needed one more item. I need a flux point. I think I made a handful of them. Flux points. Here we go. I guess none of these are configured. Can I just configure all these right now? I heard there's like a configurator tool as well. It's not. That you can use to set everything up the same. And turn that off. I think when I pick these back up, what it'll do is it'll... There we go. It'll let them stay. Oh, God. This pick is a little destructive sometimes. It goes so fast. Okay. They stack now in my inventory together. Oh, I also made the steel stone hammer. What I did was I made a hammer with tinkers using one of the plates as steel, and most of the body and everything else was steel. And then one of the plates was stone, and I did that for the purpose of being able to repair it with stone, and apparently it works. So in here, I've made a mob spawning room that I haven't put the masher in yet, but the masher is going to go right here. I want to put these vector plates to go in toward Witchwater, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work to get the Witchwater in here and out. We're going to try it and see if I can do this ring right here being Witchwater and then this being the mob masher. I don't know if once they get pushed into this spot, they'll start taking damage or if they have to move forward more. And if that's going to cause a problem, like, we'll figure it out. This is going to come down, and I got a lot of good loot from here. And this, you guys had told me I had put the death guy on the wrong direction, so it wouldn't have killed my wither anyway. I don't know what distance this thing works from. I'm hoping it works from this distance, and I know that if I put a flux point like on top of this thing right now, it will, wow, it fills up. And it needs to fill up. It doesn't take 500 RF per tick every time, but it will be neat. Oh, wait, I didn't realize that there was. Ooh, fancy. Could not find document page, so not that fancy, I guess. So this thing is technically running right now, and I hope it's going to work with the wither right there. We are going to find out. Let's just spawn one wither in. I left my soul sand down here, didn't I? We're going to spawn one wither in and see if this thing actually kills this wither. Because then I will have enough items to break a... Yeah, 4. Exactly enough. To break a chest... To break a chest. What am I saying? What am I trying to say? Oh, I'll have enough items to make the acceleration wand. And I'm not 100% certain I'm going to do that, though. While I'm here, I'm actually making a crate real quick. And you'll see why in a moment. So I need... Okay, stop. Give me... Probably make a couple of these guys. Yeah, we'll just make 4 of them. Why not? I will end up using them at some point. 3 of them. That's fine. And give me some... I shouldn't need the transfer nodes, actually. I do need one more thing. I'm losing my mind. This, and even though he's almost dead. And you will see why shortly. But let's go spawn this Wither in. See what happens. I cleaned up back here a little bit. It actually wasn't that difficult. It wasn't nearly as destructive as I thought. This is the destruction that happened. And I made this thing in a standard sized Wither cage. As you can see. I do get these back, right? Yes. It turns out I don't get the dark glass back, which I was not expecting when I break it. So I had to actually make more. What? Oh, I accidentally somehow placed it here on this back wall. That was weird. Will that still count? I'm not sure. Yep, it will still count. So let's put that and that. That guy should die, right? Yes! Thank God. So this thing automatically kills him. This Tricana guy. And how much energy did he use? And not even that much energy. I think it just kind of sits there idle. And just needs that 500k as a buffer. So I got another nether star. Wow. So now I have a wither killing box. Luckily I had that those draconic cores I got. Otherwise we'd be in a different predicament. But that worked. Oh, see this guy. Oh, he actually did go to the next one though. But it did take the third one. So that worked. I don't know if you guys understood at all what I just said. So the reason I'm not 100% certain if this is the way we're going to go is... Where do I put these other nether stars? There they are. Nether star. I got that infinity booster card from something. That's a premium essence. What I got from him this time? Yeah, apparently so. But let's take the mob masher and those upgrades with me down here. And since I don't have silk touch on this pick, which is kind of a shame, I'm going to break one of these pieces of glass and never be able to use it again. So right here. Yeah, I'm surprised that that glass does not actually, like, break with you, but I guess I'm not. You know what? I didn't need to actually break that, did I? Because I need the... I did not, because I need to put it against the glass. Because I can't put it in the wall here, because they need to touch it. So, let me see if I can actually do this with glass. Waste another piece of glass or not. Okay, so you can. Question is, does the switch work through a piece of glass or not? So I will need a lever. And one of the problems with this null thing is I need to go get... I got the dev null killing my cobblestone, and I don't think you can get cobblestone out of it. I haven't figured out a good way to do that yet, so I need to go get cobblestone from elsewhere when I need to do stuff like make a lever. But it helps keep my inventory a lot cleaner. Let's even just see if this thing works. So this will be a nice mob spawning area. Good, good, good. It does work through the glass, so I didn't need to waste that piece of glass. So, if I do this, I need to add in... Yeah, I think this is going to work. 10, 10, 10. Those things. I didn't feel like I needed the other ones. Oh, and I also put a... Oh, God, come on. Ugh. Up here, if you go up here, I lit up this room and made some redstone on these redstone lamps. And I know it's not centered. I had the room the wrong dimensions at first. But I can go like this, boop, and turn on and off the lights in there, which was nice. I forgot to go get my bucket of witch water, so I'm going back. And I don't know. Yeah, bucket. To move that setup out of the way. Grab you. Because I still want to collect the wither skeleton skulls. That's why I needed the beheading upgrades, but it doesn't really matter if you can't. So I need to go shift. Okay, that works. Now I'm hoping that the mobs actually get pushed into that, though. That's the one thing I'm just unsure if that's going to happen or not. So I do now need to go give me a couple drops of evil. And I got plenty of drops of evil over here. And then we're going to have to figure out a way to collect the items, which is something I have not yet thought about. So let me hold shift while these climbing gloves are killing me. If I just go like this, will that get everything? Oh yeah, I think that did get everything. Nothing should theoretically spawn because of the lighting conditions. But if I go like this, we should see a lot of spawnage. Oops. Okay, so it is going to push them far enough to get killed by this thing. So that's perfect. So that's exactly how I wanted this thing to work. Let me turn this back on. Yeah, so now I need to get some type of item collector that's going to collect these items through the glass, and then I can tear this thing down. Now that's the thing, is I don't know enough about a lot of these items to know which type of collector is going to be the best one for me, because we have vacuum hoppers, item collectors, and yeah. So let's take a look. Item collector. And there's an advanced one and an item collector. The nice thing about vacuum hoppers is vacuum hoppers, you know what? I might go in the ceiling and do a vacuum hopper because I think they collect fluid as well. Vacuum hopper versus absorption hopper. Vacuum items and XP in a 7x7x7 area can push on any side. Fluids will be inserted into a tank and top to inventories. Or both of these are, one takes 3 obsidian, one takes 1 obsidian. Let's just make the quick one. 1 Eye of Ender, a hopper, and an obsidian. Do I have any Eyes of Ender sitting around is my question. I made a handful of them for something before. Look at this, and actually, let me see what it takes to make an item collector, because... So those are not hard either. Advanced item collector. I wish I knew more about the item collectors and the advanced item collector. I might just make one of these, or a handful of these as well. A handful. One of them, and see what it does differently. So let me just grab that stuff. We need to make some hoppers. This actually shouldn't be too hard. And I have, yeah, so let's make, so we got that. I think for some of these I needed Eyes of Ender, and for some of them I did not need Eyes of Ender, and then I needed, let's grab all the obsidian and go, okay, fine, let's make item collector. Let's make another one, actually, so I can make the advanced item collector, which just needs some glowstone. I probably have some glowstone here, otherwise I got a glowstone chicken. I do. From my original sifting efforts. We'll make the advanced item collector, and we'll make vacuum. Make both of these. Vacuum hopper. And this is the open blocks one versus the absorption hopper. Good. So look at this. I got a smorgasbord of hoppers here. So let's take a look. So item collector, advanced item collector. Can't put this down. What? Does it have to go on a chest or something? Kind of surprised if that was the case, actually. Does have to go on a chest. Okay, so this has to go on a chest. And if I were to throw down, like, a chest, it just sucks it up into there. Okay, so what's the advanced one do, then? So this one I can... Okay, I can move my radius and stuff. I don't think this will work with fluids, though. Versus... I don't even know if these ones actually need... Absorption hopper. You can set all the sides as well as it collects fluid. Versus vacuum hopper. I think this Absorption Hopper looks like the most sophisticated one. I'm going to try this one first. And then I'm going to go to the Absorption Hopper, assuming that it doesn't work. I'll probably put... Oh, God. I was like, what happened to it? Got collected into one of these other ones. So... Now, who knows which one this one went into? I guess, which one is stronger? This one, that's kind of funny, because this one sucked up, and now I can't do that. So these ones have their own inventories, which is kind of nice. And I'm going to start with this. I'm going to end up putting it in an ender chest and dumping it somewhere is what I'm probably going to do with it. But if I went to... Because I don't think these will work through... They don't work through glass, do they? Let me find out. We can find out if any of these work through glass. I have to like clean up this so it's... Oops. That guy's trying to follow me. That guy is stuck, which kind of sucks. He was floating before I turned the thing on as part of the reason why. But either way, let's turn it off, turn the lights on. Oh, he ended up dying anyway. Turn that off. So there's no items in there. So wait, this one collects through the glass. They both collect through the glass. This one's got the XP in it. This one has no XP in it. Got a lot of heads though. That's interesting. So I don't need to... Okay, I thought I was going to have to put it up there in the ceiling. But I don't think I will have to do that. And I can just put it there. It works through the glass. And we'll be fine. I kind of like this one that it has the... It gives me this stuff as well. So I just need to... Jesus. Oh, the rest of it just went here, huh? Yeah, there we go. I'll just throw a bunch of this stuff in here. So I'm thinking what I should do is I have some ender chests. And I don't know if that'll keep up. And then I should get an ender tank and label it green. Do I have a green dye? Should I make the green chicken? I made the green chicken. Did I ever make him start doing anything to give me green dye? Does not look like it. And not that this is something that I will need to have in the future, but since I'm looking for it right now, let's just do that so I can have a chest full of green dye, and we'll be good with that. Because actually I should get 4. And I'll get 2 ender chests, then my ender chests and some ender tanks. And I made some extra ender tanks over here. So ender tanks and ender chests for a reward from something. Here we go. Not that I really need 2 of them, but let's go get... So I'm thinking, can I, if I just put it here, and can I put it on either side, my Absorption Hopper? I think I kind of like that. And I'll put like that there, and that there, and we'll go green, green is what these will be. So up, down, south. I don't know what sides are which here. Towards, that's south, north. So north is my fluids, item fluids, and south is items. And we will see if this thing works the way that I think it does. Does not appear to be. Why is this ender tank not able to fill up? This thing's able to fill up. Why is this ender tank not able to fill up? North is fluids, south is items. So south is working fine. Can you not hook up to an ender tank? Does it have to go to like a drum first? I don't need a gargantuan drum. I almost need to empty out what I have in one of these old... I have an old lava drum somewhere that I won't need anymore because I have the gargantuan drum. It's got 256. So it's full. I was going to just make a new... Oh, wait, hold on. There was another one here. Which has 19 buckets. Can I quickly empty that? Or should I just make a new one? I think I should just make a new one. I have so much garbage in my inventory right now. I don't need to make like an inventory wall for some of this stuff of drawers and things like that, and I filter out some of the things that I don't actually need and all that. But let's see, drum. So let's just make an iron. I probably only need a stone drum actually, but I don't think there's a point to not making an iron drum. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cauldron. Now I'm thinking that this is going to be the problem with the way that this is, that it's going to have to go to a drum or something first, because clearly it's not outputting the fluids like I thought it would. It is now in here somewhere. Yep, it's there. So let's see, does this work though? It does. So can I just do that and then put my ender chest on top of it? I might need to do my ender chest on top of it with there we go. You. Which one's which? Just one. See, unfortunately, it doesn't suck directly from these drums, which is something I find weird. So I guess I could have done it to a different type of drum. Can I do it to like an ender tank? I just don't want to use transfer nodes for everything. I want things to do a little bit faster. Can I get this out of here? Because this was my testing from... There we go. Let's get that out of here. Empty you out. Man, that was so much. Because this guy has a push-pull feature, and I think it'll automatically pull liquids, but I'm not 100% positive on that. But I want to see if it's... Come on. That's in there as well. So that's getting that in there. That is not still working. Pull. Push. There it goes. Okay, so I can do this and eliminate the need for a transfer node, and I think this will work faster. So then I could theoretically throw this stuff into a gargantuan drum if I wanted to, but that wasn't my intent. My intent is to put this in here. It only holds 16 buckets. It's the only concern that I have. Do I have something that I need a lot of liquid XP for? I can deal with that when we like cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, basically, I've just got a better mob spawning platform going, and what I should do is very quickly... I don't have a good shovel on me. I say very quickly. I should hit the Z button and actually do this right. There we go. That's probably stupid. Can I just... There we go. Get rid of that. So I can break down this whole thing and get back to... Yeah. This is way better. That was going to be like completely full and nothing is going to be sorted at all right now. I do have some of these loot chests and stuff coming in that I really do need to get an arrangement for these loot chests very, very quickly. So there's my wither killing machine. That thing, yeah, those things are staying full down there. Now, what I was saying before is the reason I might not necessarily want a... let's move you. There we go. And I knew that was going to break. The reason I might not necessarily want a... and then... How to put that filter in there? I need another filter. It gets kind of annoying. These flat filters are fantastic, but they... Oh, see, I ran... Oh, no, I didn't run into a problem. 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. Look at that. We are almost at 2, 10, 10, 10. There we go. Just go like this. Now I've got 10, 10, 10. These guys. 10, 10, 10. I'm just going to take them. Move them down here to my breeding pen. See, that's kind of like you just let it go and it does its thing. And, oops, it's these two. I am not paying any attention to you guys. 787. Make sure you're going to the right one. Get rid of you. 6107. Sure, why not? Get rid of you. Just get rid of you. Oh, it wasn't you? Oh, man, my enders. 5, 10, 5. 6, 8, 4. Okay. Whew. Just gotta get that going here. I need another transfer node. That's what I needed, right? It doesn't even matter. I don't think which kind. I just need a flat one in order to access the interface. So I can go down here and access said interface. I can put this in here, which has the Lootcrate Filter, because then if I put one of these barrels down, which is why I made these barrels in the first place, we can go look at what we have over here. And if you'll notice in this epic loot crate, the acceleration wand down there, I don't know how to read the other 15 more like you can get out of here. I have no idea how to read that. I can't figure it out in the GUI. But you have 2% chance of getting an acceleration wand. I say we try it out and see if we get lucky. And also to those, which I'm going to do at some point in this episode, potentially. This episode's getting pretty long. I don't know. The fluid conduit. Thank you to a couple people in my comments who informed me, and some good friends of mine, as well as some people I have not seen comments from before, but you guys have shown me where, like, I'm still not sure why quite clear glass does not show up just in the JEI on the side, just straight up quite clear glass. But if I cycle through enough of this quite clear glass, you'll see sometimes you get to one that shows the alloy smelter, because, is it the white one? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the white one. Even though it's not the white. Yeah, I guess they're just painted with white. Maybe that's why. So the white version is considered the normal version, and it's made by just putting normal freaking glass in an alloy smelter. Who'd have thought that that's the way that this thing was going to work? But that is the way that that thing works. So it's there. So we're going to start opening this up and hope we get an accelerator. Oh, I was so excited for a minute. A Signalium upgrade. So I did not get the item that I wanted to get out of that, but maybe with this mob farm we will have enough of these other loot crates going. Liquid XP, once I get this thing actually changed over to not be backed up all the time, that we'll be able to get potentially an acceleration wand, and I won't have to make it. And I'm going to try for that just because I can. I do kind of want to get rid of this and this for now, though I will have these for the future. Just going to put that stuff in there. And what I want to do now, before we do end this episode, I do want to get a roost, which I already have a roost. I want to get this guy. We are going to make this other generator, at least one of them. And I'm going to show you. So redstone generator. So basically I just need a redstone block and a handful of redstone, which is showing I have. Oh, I have redstone over in this chest. That's why. I was like, why is it showing me that I have redstone? Because I do. So boom, we're gonna get this guy. We're gonna make him. I am going to do this for now, not with flat transfer nodes, but with normal transfer nodes. Am I out? Did I have like 16? Did I turn them all into flat transfer nodes and use them all? Nope, they're right there. Nope, I just couldn't see them because I'm an idiot. Put my under tank away, put chests away for now. Put this head away, vector blades, just get some stuff out of my inventory. And I want to do this, so I need those transfer nodes. I also need liquid transfer nodes. So I need both of them, because I'm going to end up replacing these transfer nodes, I think, in the future with something else. But in the meantime, I got to see, what do I have? Redstone, extra redstone wise. Cocoa brown, I have 1 redstone chicken. I need to get 16 redstone chickens. So we're just going to go and let you guys breed your 10, 10, 10s. Rubber. 6, 10, 6. I don't know where this should go. Get rid of that. While you're breeding your 10, 10, 10s, should be pretty easy for me. We're gonna redo this setup in the corner, and I'm gonna make a whole room for this eventually. I just want the proof of concept to be there. So really, I only need off of one magmatic generator for the time being to be like this. That should be connected. But what I want to do is put my tank. Oh, you know what I could do? I could actually do some trans. Let's do that. Translocators? Is that what they're called? Here we go. Some item translocators and fluid translocators. So what do I need? This guy. So let's grab this. And item translocator. So I need this. Make a couple of these guys. So I need gold. Some gold sitting right here still. So we'll get some item translocators. Sadly, it only makes 2 of them. And then more. It's gonna make a bunch of pistons for the time being. That's not even that many pistons. And what was it, lapis? I think I'll need some glowstone, and glowstone is to speed the thing up in the future, but this might be okay. So let's make a handful of the liquid ones. So I got 4 regular. Oh, I did make 4. Okay, and 4 item. So now let's go. If I want everything to go into that, so not that this is necessarily the perfect way to do this. I kind of just wanted to play with this and test, but if I do the liquid one, I can go, where are my liquid translocators? Here we go. Liquid translocator there and there. I don't remember how to tell it which one is. I don't remember how to tell it which one is which. That was weird. Why'd you go over here? Is it because this is here? Maybe? Or is it redstone that you need to start these things off? I actually can't remember. Either way, let's get the... I told it to give me... I'm so confused. There we go. Oh, I did it wrong. Can you uncheck it? Shoot. The one you're going from, I guess, needs the redstone. Stop it. Oh, my cake's gone. Oh, no. Or my pick's gone, I mean. What if I do that? And then... Oh, if you do that, it comes back to your inventory. Okay, okay. So... Wait, is that where it's going to then? I'm so confused. So, boom, boom. And then I got to give you this and this. And hit the button. There we go. So now you are getting lots of lava. You're full, but I need to give you also the chickens. Can't believe that pick is dead. Gotta make another one. Can't live without it. So what am I missing here? I'm missing my reinforced obsidian. I think I have reinforced obsidian though. I had extra reinforced obsidian. I might even have extra on me. I don't see it anywhere. There's no way I used all my reinforced obsidian exactly. I can tell you for a fact It is in one of these items somewhere. Are you serious? Are you serious? Let's get rid of you. Gonna dump out some of the stuff that I don't need. That's painful. That's painful. Okay, whatever. It's not in this chest, is it? No. We're gonna make this. We're gonna figure out how do we make this. It's just with this. I'm missing all the pieces of it, which is it's right there. It's right in front. It's right in front of my eyes. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then I need a diamond. I have this inventory. I keep forgetting about sticks. Really. There we go. Pick is back in business. Need to clean up this inventory quite a bit. Oh, I need to get my 16 chickens now, which should be perfect. I got plenty of them. Here I can go put the rest of them back in a minute. That ran out, and we will come over into this wall a little bit. And that's the weird thing, is these have to be like 1 block away, which kind of makes it interesting. I can't use translocators as I expand this thing like 10 times more. But I should be able to go like this. That thing starts working. I will then take my item translocator. We'll go like that and like that. And then I think you're going here. Let's go red. Why won't it start? Why can't it start? I do that and then tell it to go. 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 I don't get it. Go. 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 You need to have an empty hand? Oh, that's how you can get the stuff back out of it, though. There it goes. Ha! So you need to do it with an empty hand. So I don't know. So there we go. Now this thing should be producing 160 RF per tick. And it does not use redstone that fast. I would guess that this is going to completely keep up. Pretty confident the lava is going to keep up without too much of a problem. I just need to keep an eye on this number to make sure it is going up. And then one roost of 16 chickens will be able to generate this 160 RF per tick for me at a regular interval. I do need to find out a better setup if I want multiple of these to be in a line going somewhere. Obviously, they need to have like energy conduits that go down to a single flux point, and no, because you can't do 2 of them. I wonder if I could do another one here. Actually, if I did a second one here, could I do the same thing on the other side? That would be interesting to try to see. I'm going to try to configure something so I can utilize as many areas as possible without having to do much. I might just switch over to Ender IO conduits and ignore the translocators because I want a lot of things to pump into a lot of different things, and it might be easier. I just kind of wanted to play with the translocators because I've never used them before. But yeah, clearly, like, we have a backup in the system now, and it's because these those things are full. I need to get like an energy storage, more energy storage, but this is like a cool way to do energy storage for now. I do think I have some quests. Let's get my quests completed really quick as I empty some of this stuff out of my inventory, so everything doesn't go crazy on me here. I didn't really do too much new this episode. I just kind of showed you guys a lot of the stuff I did off camera. I could do some other quests and just complete some things over there. What I really do want to get into, lapis chicken, I got an octactic capacitor, and then the ender pearl chicken gets me a reward, and it's epic bacon, so not a big deal. I want to get into the fluid cows, and one of the reasons I want to get into the fluid cows is because I have one down here. I want to see if I can use the lava fluid cow as a replacement to having to do the chickens. The chickens for lava, since that lava chicken doesn't do a damn thing. See, I did get a lava fluid cow here. Oh, I didn't realize that was a quest to get a lava fluid. So is a water fluid cow then a quest as well? Probably. I didn't realize you just have to hold on to them. Fluid cow, jellied chirothium. Fluid cow, water. So yeah, it's just a bunch of leather surrounded by a water. I don't know if I have that many leather. I'm sure I could make leather. There's also a leather chicken. I only have 4 so far. I think you can dry zombie flesh. So I might do that off camera and make the water cow. But I don't know how these guys work is part of the problem. Well, there he is. So I can do that. I did get, as some of these chest rewards, I kind of want to see here. Extending this episode out really far just for the benefit of you and me. I got a lot of these cow halter guys I will take, as I will need them. But I also got, here we go, a cow stall at one point. Oh, I didn't realize that was a quest too. And I think the cow stall is kind of like the chicken roosts, is my assumption. I didn't mean to put you here. I hope you can be picked up. You can. Can I just put you like, just because you're for testing, right there. Can I then pick you up, put you in here? Where'd you go? Oh, here we go. You're in my right one. There we go. So now you're in here. Next to usage. So shift right click to open inventory. So this needs a tank. It's going to create, I don't know how much it creates every 2 minutes. I don't think that there's a, what do you call it? A 10-10-10ing or a number system on the cows. So he just create something every 2 minutes. Shift right click to open the inventory. We'll find out. You can hold 10 buckets. I assume I just throw a bucket in here and it fills my bucket, right? Yeah, you won't take a full bucket. Really curious to see if that is the case, and it's 2 minutes per bucket. I don't think that's going to do any that better than my setup over there with the crucibles. Unless I had like a bunch of fluid cows just sitting around. And then I had to figure out how you pour the fluid into, like, you can just pull it out with another IO conduit. And I mean, maybe still that would be just an interesting way to do it. Just replace these 8 of these guys with a with 8 fluid cows or something. But I will tell you that does not take me 2 minutes to make a bucket of lava. So that this is much more, it's much more efficient to do what I'm already doing as opposed to this. And I am going to wait the full minute because I want to see, or is there a way to speed this up? If I gave him like, hold on, if I gave you wheat, because that's what you eat. No. I didn't know you could eat wheat, but apparently you can eat wheat. But I can't give you like wheat to speed you up. Can I give you epic bacon to speed you up? No, you can't give you epic bacon. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research off camera on how these fluid cows work. I don't honestly think it's gonna be something I'm gonna be able to utilize for my base breeding stuff, which I was talking about doing and using that as opposed to using my other stuff. The crucible setup or the lava chickens or whatever. I just really want a different way than doing the crucible. So I might do it anyways. You never know. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, wow. Perfect. I got my 8 and 8. 9, 10, 9. Yeah, we'll do that. And once you give me one more, I will have ender pearls. With 1 ender pearl chicken to spare, but let's get you set up in here. And by the way, these all do have flat transfer nodes underneath them, which is not the greatest setup. When I get into ender IO cables, I'm going to redo this entire thing, probably move it, organize it a little better. I did finally put a drawer controller down here. Not sure how far it reaches, if it reaches all the way, but I wanted some way to access this stuff if I really needed to. So let's see now that you're done. You should be done. You have in you literally 1 bucket. It takes you like 2.5 minutes to make 1 bucket of lava. So unless I had a bunch of you guys dumping in, that's not going to be my final solution. But we'll let it kind of keep going. Anyways, really long episode. Thank you for watching, guys. We didn't get into much new. Next episode, maybe we'll try to get into something brand new. But I did play a lot of catch-up, make things a lot more streamlined. I do have a wither killer. I have a better mob masher that I need to get a setup for this thing to actually collect the items in the drops, because right now they're just falling all over the floor because everything is full. Need to get a nice drawer system going for this stuff. And I kind of wish I wasn't missing out on my epic loot crates as it stands right now, because I don't even have a place where they can go at this point. I need to take... Did I open all of them up? I did. That sucks. I opened all of them up. I want to take my legendary. Yeah, I can't even do a placeholder over in this chest for them, because like if I go like that, then I can have a placeholder for the legendary loot crates at least, but not the epic ones, which... Uncommons. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So I need to work on something, get this thing done. I will see you guys in the next episode.